2006 was a common year starting on Sunday of the Gregorian calendar, the 2006th year of the Common Era and Anno Domini designations, the 6th year of the third millennium, the 6th year of the 21st century, and the 7th year of the 2000th decade. 2006 was designated as International Year of Deserts and Desertification, International Asperger's Year, Year of Mozart, marking the 250th anniversary of the birth of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Events January 1 Russia cuts the shipment of natural gas to Ukraine over a price dispute. January 4 Ariel Sharon, Prime Minister of Israel, suffers a severe stroke and cerebral hemorrhage. January 5 a hotel in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, collapses, killing 76 pilgrims visiting to perform Hajj. January 12 a stampede during the stoning of the devil ritual on the last day at the Hajj in Mina, Saudi Arabia, kills 362 pilgrims. January 15 NASA's Stardust mission successfully ends, the first to return dust from a comet. January 16 Ellen Johnson Sirleaf assumes office as President of Liberia, the first female elected head of state in Africa. January 19 NASA launches the first space mission to Pluto as a rocket hurls the New Horizons spacecraft on a 9-year journey. January 25 Pope Benedict XVI issues his first encyclical, Deus Caritas Est. January 27 celebrations are held in Salzburg and around the world, for the 250th anniversary of the birth of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. February 3 Egyptian passenger ferry, Miss Al Salam Boccaccio 98 carrying more than 1,400 people, sinks in the Red Sea off the Saudi coast, with only 388 rescued. February 4 the Wowie Stampede at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City, Philippines, kills 74 people and leaves 600 injured. February 10 February 26 the 2006 Winter Olympics are held in Turin, Italy. February 17 a massive mudslide occurs in southern Leyte, Philippines. The official death toll is set at 1,126. February 19 Pasto de Concho's mine disaster, 65 miners die after becoming trapped underground, following an explosion in Nueva Rosita, Mexico. March 4 the final contact attempt with Pioneer 10 receives no response. March 9 NASA's Cassini-Huygens spacecraft discovers geysers of a liquid substance shooting from Saturn's moon Enceladus, signaling a possible presence of water. March 10 NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter enters orbit around Mars. March 16 the United Nations General Assembly votes overwhelmingly to establish the United Nations Human Rights Council. March 21 Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams found the popular social networking service Twitter. They officially launched the site later in the year. March 28 a scramjet jet engine, HY-Shot 3, designed to fly at 7 times the speed of sound, is successfully tested at Woomera, South Australia. April 5 a swan with avian flu is discovered in Saladike in Fife, Scotland. April 10 a fire at the Brand India Fair, Victoria Park, Meerut, Uttar Pradesh, India, kills at least April 11 100, the European Space Agency's Venus Express space probe enters Venus orbit. Nuclear program of Iran, President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad confirms that Iran has successfully produced a few grams of low-grade enriched uranium. April 20 Iran announces a deal with Russia, involving a joint uranium enrichment firm on Russian soil. 9 days later Iran announces that it will not move all activity to Russia, thus leading to a de facto termination of the deal. May the Human Genome Project publishes the last chromosome sequence, in Nature. May 19 Over the Hedge, the first DreamWorks animation film to be by Paramount Pictures premieres in theaters. May 24 East Timor's Foreign Minister José Copyright Ramos Horta officially requests military assistance from the governments of Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, and Portugal. May 27 – a 6.3 magnitude earthquake strikes central Java in Indonesia, killing more than 6,000, injuring at least 36,000 and leaving some 1.5 million people homeless. May 29 – the Sidojo mud flow, the world's biggest mud volcano, is created by the blowout of a natural gas well being drilled in the sub-district of Porong, Sidojo in East Java, Indonesia. This results in displacement of more than 11,000 persons from 8 villages, as well as damage to road and power infrastructures. Several factories are also abandoned. June 3 – Montenegro declares independence after a May 21 referendum. The State Union of Serbia and Montenegro was dissolved on June 5, leaving Serbia as the successor state. June 9 – July 9 – the 2006 FIFA World Cup begins in Germany. June 18 – the first Kazakh space satellite KazSat-1 is launched. Former Beatle Paul McCartney turns 64 after writing, "When I'm 64" at age 16. June 28 – Operation Summer Rains, Israel launches an offensive against militants in Gaza. The United States Armed Forces withdraws its forces in Iceland, thereby disbanding the Iceland Defense Force. July 1 – the Khmer-Tibet Railway launches a trial operation, making Tibet the last province-level entity of China to have a conventional railway. July 6 – the Nathala Pass between India and China, sealed during the Sino-Indian War, reopens for trade after 44 years. July 9 – Italy wins its 4th FIFA World Cup title. S7 Airlines Flight 778 crashes into a concrete barrier shortly after landing, killing at least 122 people and leaving many injured. July 10 – Pakistan International Airlines Flight 688 crashes in Multan, Pakistan, shortly after takeoff. July 11 – a series of coordinated bomb attacks strike several commuter trains in Mumbai, India, during the even rush hour. July 12 – the 2006 Lebanon War, Israeli troops invade Lebanon in response to Hezbollah kidnapping 2 Israeli soldiers and killing 3. Hezbollah declares open war against Israel 2 days later. July 15 – Twitter is launched. July 18 – the SS Nomadic, the last floating link to Titanic, returns home to a large reception in Belfast, Northern Ireland. August 11 – a resolution to end the 2006 Lebanon War is unanimously accepted by the United Nations Security Council. August 22 – Pulkovo Aviation Enterprise Flight 612 crashes near the Russian border in Ukraine, killing 171 people, including 45 children. The ICM awards Grigory Perelman the Fields Medal for proving the Poincare copyright conjecture, one of 7 Millennium Prize problems. Perelman refuses the medal. August 24 – the International Astronomical Union defines planet at its 26th General Assembly, demoting Pluto to the status of dwarf planet more than 70 years after its discovery. September 13 – Dawson College shooting in Montreal, 1 killed, 19 injured. September 19 – Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra of Thailand declares a state of emergency in Bangkok as members of the Royal Thai Army stage a coup d'état copyright tat. The army announces the removal of Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra from power. September 29 – Eurogol transports or copyright Rio's Flight 1907 collides with a business jet over the Amazon rainforest, killing all 155 on board. October 2 – Alexander Amosu University opens in Dara, Albania. October 9 – North Korea claims to have conducted its first ever nuclear test. October 13 – South Korean Ban Ki-moon is elected as the new Secretary-General of the United Nations. October 17 – the population of the United States exceeds 300 million. October 29 – ADC Airlines Flight 53 crashes shortly after takeoff in Nigeria, killing 96 people. November 2 – Number 5. 1948 by Jackson Pollock becomes the most expensive painting after it is sold privately for $140 million. November 5 – former President of Iraq Saddam Hussein is sentenced to death by hanging by the Iraqi Special Tribunal. November 8 – Mercury transits the Sun. It is visible from the Americas, eastern China, Japan, Australia, and Polynesia. November 12 – the former Soviet Republic of South Ossetia holds a referendum on independence from Georgia. November 15 – Al Jazeera launches its English-language news channel, Al Jazeera English. November 23 – a series of car bombs and mortar attacks in Sadr City, Baghdad, kill at least 215 people and injure 257 other people. November 30 – Typhoon Durian triggers a massive mudslide and kills at least 720 people in Albay province on the island of Luzon in the Philippines. December – December 5 – the military seizes power in Fiji, in a coup d'état copyright led by Commodore José Abreu Frank Bainimarama. December 11 – Felipe Caldera Cubden sends the Mexican military to combat the drug cartels and put down the violence in the state of Michoacán, initiating the Mexican drug war. December 12 – Swift raids. Homeland Security Police detain workers at 6 meatpacking plants in the Midwestern U.S. December 13 – the Chinese river dolphin or Beiji becomes extinct. December 24 – Ethiopia admits its troops have intervened in Somalia. December 26 – an oil pipeline explodes in Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, killing at least 200 people. December 30 – Basque nationalist group ETA detonates a van bomb at Madrid Barajas Airport in Madrid, Spain, ending a 9-month ceasefire. Births: September 6 – Prince Hisaruto of Akishino, son of Koko, Princess Akishino and Prince Akishino. Deaths January January 3 – Bill Skate, Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea. January 4 – Sheikh Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates. January 6 – Lou Rawls, African-American singer. January 7 – Heinrich Harrer, mountaineer, explorer and author. January 14 – Shelley Winters, American actress. January 15 – Jabbar al-Ahmad al-Sabah, Emir of Kuwait. January 19 – Wilson Pickett, American singer. January 21 – Ibrahim Rugova, first President of Kosovo. January 24 – Chris Penn, American actor. January 27 – Johannes Rau, President of Germany. January 30 – Coretta Scott King, American civil rights activist and wife of Martin Luther King, Jr. February February 1 – Dick Brooks, American auto racer. Bryce Harland, New Zealand diplomat. February 3 – L. Lewis, American actor. February 4 – Betty Friedan, American feminist, activist, and writer. February 8 – Ron Greenwood, English football manager. Akira Ifukube, Japanese classical music film composer. February 9 – Sir Freddie Laker, British airline entrepreneur. February 10 – Jay Dilla, American music producer. February 12 – Peter Benchley, American writer. Ken Hart, American composer, journalist, and playwright. February 13 – Andreas Katsulas, American actor. P.F. Strawson, English philosopher. February 14 – Shoshana Damari, Israeli singer and actress. February 15 – Sun Yat-sen, Premier of the Republic of China. February 16 – Ernie Stautner, German-born American football player. February 20 – Lucian Wolanowski, Polish journalist, writer and traveler. February 22 – Anthony Berger, American musician and singer. Sinnathamby Radhakrishnan, Singapore politician. February 23 – Mauri Fava copyright N, Finnish painter. Telmo Zarra, Spanish footballer. February 24 – Don Knotts, American actor. Dennis Weaver, American actor. February 25 – Darren McGavin, American actor. Florian Zarbach, American musician and TV personality. February 27 – Linda Smith, English comedian. March equals. March 1, Harry Brown, American Libertarian presidential candidate. Peter Osgood, English footballer. Peter Snow, New Zealand doctor. March 2 Jack Wilde, English actor. March 3 William Herskovik, Hungarian Holocaust hero and philanthropist. March 4 Edgar Valter, Estonian illustrator and cartoonist. John Reynolds Gardner, American author and engineer. March 6 Dana Reeve, American actress, wife of Christopher Reeve. Kirby Puckett, U.S. baseball player. King Floyd, American singer. March 8 Brian Baruch Boys, New Zealand heart surgeon. March 9 Hanka Bielicka, Polish actress. John Profumo, British politician. March 11 Bernie Jeffryan, Canadian hockey player. Slobodan Milosevic, President of Serbia. March 13 Maureen Stapleton, American actress. Peter Tomarken, American game show host. Jimmy Johnston, Scottish footballer. March 14 Lennart Meri, President of Estonia. March 15 George Mackey, American mathematician. March 22 Lawrence Stephen, Norwegian politician. March 23 Cindy Walker, American songwriter. March 24 Lynn Perry, English actress. March 25 Rocío Dúrcal, Spanish singer and actress. Richard Fleischer, American film director. Buck Owens, American country and western singer, songwriter. March 26 Paul Dana, American race car driver. March 27 Stanisław Lem, Polish writer. March 28 Caspar Weinberger, United States Secretary of Defense. April equals. April 2 Nina Schenk von Stauffenberg, German wife of soldier Klaus Schenk von Stauffenberg. April 4 Dennis Donaldson, Irish Republican informer. April 5 Gene Pitney, American singer. April 6 Francis L. Kellogg, U.S. diplomat and prominent socialite. April 8 Gerard Reeve, Dutch author. April 11 Proof, American rapper. Les Foot, Australian footballer. June Pointer, American singer. April 12 Raj Kumar, Indian actor. William Sloane Coffin, American university chaplain and activist. April 13 Muriel Spark, Scottish novelist. April 15 Louise Smith, American race car driver. April 17 Callum Kennedy, Scottish singer. April 18 John Lyall, British football player and manager. April 19 Scott Crossfield, American pilot. April 21 Telo Santana, Brazilian footballer and coach. April 23 Ala de Valle, Italian actress. Johnny Checketts, New Zealand flying ace. April 24 Nasreen Houck, Bangladeshi social worker and human rights activist. Brian Labone, English footballer. Steve Stavro, Canadian businessman and sports team owner. Moshe Teitelbaum, Hungarian-born Hasidic rabbi. April 25 Jane Jacobs, American-born writer and activist. Peter Law, British politician. April 29 John Kenneth Galbraith, Canadian economist. April 30 Beatrice Sheridan, Mexican actress and director. May equals. May 2 Louis Rueckheise, American television host. May 3 Carol Apple, Dutch painter. Pramod Mahajan, Indian Bharatiya Janata Party politician and strategist. Earl Woods, American athlete and father of Tiger Woods. May 6 Lillian Aspund, last American survivor of the Titanic disaster. Shigeru Anno, Japanese activist. May 7 Richard Carlton, Australian journalist. May 8 Ian Macmillan, British photographer. May 10 Val Guest, British film director. May 11 Yossi Benai, Israeli singer and actor. Floyd Patterson, American boxer. May 12 Hossein Marzik, former Libyan prime minister. May 13 Trislav Pelikan, American historian. Johnny Wilder, Jr., American R&B singer. May 16 Jorge Porcel, Argentine actor. May 19 Freddie Garrity, English singer. May 21 Catherine Dunham, American dancer, choreographer, and songwriter. May 22 – Lee Jong-wook, Korean Director General of the World Health Organization, May 23 – Lloyd Bentsen, American politician, May 24 – Anderson Mazoka, Zambian politician, Michael Angstrom-Ichskoski, Polish technician. May 25 – Desmond Dekker, Jamaican singer and songwriter, Tobias Lasser, Venezuelan botanist, Kari Estika, Finnish professor. May 26 – Apamil Michelin, French businessman, May 27 – Alex Toth, American comic book artist and cartoonist, May 29 – Masumi Okada, Japanese actor, May 30 – Shohei Imamura, Japanese film director, David Lloyd, New Zealand biologist. June June 1 – Roca Ojerado, Spanish singer and actress, June 6 – Arnold Newman, American photographer, Billy Preston, American artist and musician, Hilton Ruiz, Puerto Rican jazz pianist. June 7 – Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, Jordanian militant, John Tenter, Canadian professional wrestler. June 11 – Neroli Fairhall, New Zealand archer, June 12 – Chakofachana, Malawi politician, Gyao Paragraph Gy Ligeti, Hungarian composer, Kenneth Thompson, Canadian businessman and art collector. June 13 – Charles Horfey, Taoiseach of Ireland, Hiroyuki Iwaki, Japanese conductor and percussionist. June 14 – Jean Rober, Belgian comics author, June 15 – Raymond DeVos, French humorist, June 18 – Gica Florin Petrescu, Romanian musician, June 23 – Aaron Spelling, American television producer, June 25 – Arif Mardin, Turkish-born music producer, Janap Pengroot, Dutch architect and resistance fighter. June 27 – Angel Maturana Reza copyright Ndiz, Mexican serial killer, June 30 – Mohammed Hanif, Maldivian politician and former vice president of Islamic Democratic Party of Maldives, Robert Gernhardt, German satirist. July July 1 – Ryutaro Hashimoto, 53rd Prime Minister of Japan. Frederick Truman, English cricketer. July 3 – Joseph Goguin, American computer scientist. July 5 – Gert Fredriksson, Swedish kayaker, Kenneth Lay, American businessman. July 6 – Casey Rogers, American actress, author, and biker. Tom Weir, Scottish climber, author, and broadcaster. July 7 – Rudy Carroll, Dutch entertainer. Syd Barrett, English singer, songwriter, and guitarist. Gilbert Paul Jordan, Canadian serial killer. John Money, sexologist. Elias Rawi, former president of Lebanon. July 8 – June Allison, American actress. Catherine Leroy, French photographer. July 10 – Shamal Basaev, Chechen rebel. July 11 – Ross M. Lentz, American political scientist. John Spencer, British snooker player. July 13 – Red Buttons, American actor and comedian. July 16 – Bob Orton, American wrestler. July 17 – Mickey Spillane, American writer. July 18 – Raul Cortez, Brazilian actor. July 19 – Jack Warden, American actor. July 20 – Lim Kim San, Singapore politician. Ted Grant, British politician. July 21 – Ta Mok, Cambodian military leader. Mako Owamatsu, Japanese-born actor. July 22 – Jose copyright Antonio Delgado, Venezuelan mountain climber. Gianfrancesco Garnieri, Italian-born Brazilian actor and playwright. July 25 – Ezra Fleischer, Romanian dissident, later Israeli writer. Hani Muhsin, Malaysian actor. July 28 – David Jamal, British author. July 30 – Murray Bookchin, American libertarian socialist. August August 3 – Elizabeth Schwarzkopf, German-born soprano. Arthur Lee, American musician. August 6 – Hirotaka Shotsuki, Japanese voice actor. August 9 – James Van Allen, American physicist. August 11 – Mike Douglas, American entertainer. August 13 – Tony J., English-born actor. John N. Paragraph DTVEIDT, Swedish musician. August 14, Bruno Kirby, American actor. August 15, Tia Tiranjikahu, Maori Queen, Fas Wilkes, former Dutch football player. August 16, Alfredo Stroessner, President of Paraguay. August 19, Oscar Marguez, Uruguayan football player. August 20, Joe Rosenthal, American photographer. August 21, Bismillah Khan, Indian musician. S.S. Hoare, Israeli writer. August 23, Maynard Ferguson, Canadian musician and band leader. Wolfgang Parton, registered trademark Iklopil, Austrian kidnapper of Natascha Kampusch. August 26, Rainer Batzel, German politician. Clyde Walcott, Barbadian cricketer. August 27, Rishikesh Mukherjee, Indian filmmaker. Mara Acapavilla, Ecuadorian supercentenarian and last remaining person born during the 1880s. August 30, Glenn Ford, Canadian actor. Negub Mahfouz, Egyptian writer. Nobel Prize laureate. Robin Cook, Baron Cook of Thorndon, New Zealand jurist and member of the British House of Lords. September September 1, Gyau Paragraph G. Y. Faludi, Hungarian poet. September 2, Charlie Williams, British comedian. Bob Mathias, American athlete. Willie Ninja, American dancer and choreographer. September 4, Steve Irwin, Australian environmentalist and television personality. Giacinto Facchetti, Italian footballer. Colin Thiel, Australian author and educator. September 7, Robert L. Jones, American actor and father of James Earl Jones. September 8, Hilda Bernstein, English-born author, artist, and activist. September 9, Richard Burma, American composer and musician. William B. Ziff, Jr., American publishing executive. September 10, Tana Fa'ahatupofor, King of Tonga. September 11, Joachim Fest, German historian and journalist. Johannes Bob van Bentham, Dutch lawyer. September 14, Elizabeth Choi, Singaporean World War II hero. Miki Hajite, Hungarian-born actor and bodybuilder. September 15, Oriana Falorsi, Italian journalist. Abe Saffron, Australian nightclub owner and property developer. September 16, Rob Levin, American computer programmer. September 17, Dorothy C. Stratton, Director of the United States Coast Guard Women's Reserve. September 19, Roy Schwiden, Dutch cyclist. Hugh Kawaru, New Zealand academic and Maori chief. September 20, Armin Jordan, Swiss conductor. John W. Peterson, American composer. September 23, Malcolm Arnold, English composer. Alida Apij, Hungarian musician. September 24, Tetsuya Tamba, Japanese actor. September 26, Byron Nelson, American golfer. Ivor Toguri Dakino, American propagandist for Japan in World War II. September 29, Walter Hadley, New Zealand cricketer. October 6, Buck O'Neill, American baseball player. Wilson Tucker, American writer. October 7, Anna Politkovskaya, American-born Russian journalist. October 8, Mark Porter, New Zealand race car driver. October 9, Paul Hunter, British snooker player. October 10, Michael John Rogers, English ornithologist. October 11, Corey Lidle, American baseball player. October 13, Mason Andrews, delivered America's first test tube baby. Former mayor of Norfolk, Virginia. October 14, Freddie Fender, American singer. October 16, Lister Sinclair, Canadian broadcaster and playwright. Valenta N. Paniagua, President of Peru. October 18, Anna Russell, British-born comedian and music satirist. October 20, Jane Wyatt, American actress. October 24, Enolia Macmillan, American first female president of the NAACP. October 25, Danny Rowling, American serial killer. October 28, Red Auerbach, American basketball coach and official. Trevor Berbick, Jamaican boxer. October 30, Clifford Geertz, American anthropologist. October 31 – Euro P.W. Botha, former state president of South Africa. November November 1 – Adrienne Shelley, American actress and director. William Styron, American writer. November 2 – Adrien Daoudy, French mathematician. Wally Foreman, Australian sports commentator. November 3 – Paul Mauriat, French musician. Alberto Spencer, Ecuadorian footballer. November 4 – Frank Arthur Calder, Canadian politician. Sergi Lacubde Pez-Sega, Spanish footballer. November 5 – Mustafa Barwan Lentikevit, Turkish politician, poet, writer and journalist. Samuel Bowers, American Ku Klux Klansman and convicted killer. November 8 – Euro Basil Polidorus, American composer. November 9 – Euro Ed Bradley, American journalist. November 10 – Gerald Levert, American singer. Jack Palance, American actor. November 15 – Euro Ana Carolina Reston, Brazilian fashion model. November 16 – Euro Milton Friedman, American economist, Nobel Prize laureate. November 17 – Ferenc Puskás, Hungarian footballer. Bose Kemichler, American football coach. Ruth Brown, American singer. November 20 – Robert Altman, American film director. Andre Waters, American football player. November 21 – Pierre Mjemail, Lebanese politician. Hassan Gould Abtidon, former president of Djibouti. November 22 – Euro John Allen Cameron, Canadian musician. November 23 – Alexander Litvinenko, Russian-born spy. Philippe Noiret, French actor. Anita O'Day, American singer. Willie Pep, American boxer. November 24 – Walter Booker, American jazz bassist. Juice Leskinen, Finnish singer and songwriter. November 25 – Leo Chiuso, Italian poet. Valentina N. Elzalde, Mexican singer. Phyllis Fraser Surf Wagner, American actress, journalist and publisher. November 26 – Euro Dave Cockrum, American comic book artist. November 27 – Euro Alan Freeman, Australian-born broadcaster and disc jockey. November 28 – Euro Bernard Orchard, British biblical scholar. December December 3 – Euro Craig Hinton, British novelist. December 4 – Euro Ross A. McGuinness, American soldier, posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. December 5 – Euro David Brunstein, Soviet Union chess grandmaster. December 6 – Euro John Feeney, New Zealand documentary film director. December 7 – Jean Kirkpatrick, American political theorist and UN ambassador. J.B. Hunt, American trucking magnate. December 8 – Euro Jose Copyright Uribe, Dominican Major League Baseball player. December 10 – Euro Augusto Pinochet, Chilean dictator. December 12 – Paula Rizin, American basketball player. Peter Boyle, American actor. Raymond P. Shaffer, American politician. December 13 – Lamar Hunt, American sports executive. Homesick James Williamson, American blues musician. Federico Crescentini, San Marinese football player. December 14 – Ahmet Ortega 1/4 N, Turkish record executive. Mike Evans, American actor. December 15 – Euro Clay Regazzoni, Swiss race car driver. December 16 – Euro Don Jardine, Canadian professional wrestler. December 18 – Euro Joseph Barbara, American animator. December 20 – Yukio Aoshima, Japanese politician, novelist and TV actor. Ma Ji, Chinese actor. December 21 – Euro Saparmurat Niyazov, President of Turkmenistan. December 22 – Euro Elena Mukhina, Russian gymnast. December 23 – Robert Stafford, American politician. Dutch Mason, Canadian blues musician. Marilyn Waltz, American actress, model, and Playboy playmate. December 24 – Braguina, Brazilian songwriter. Charlie Drake, English comedian. Frank Stanton, American television executive. Kenneth Sivertsen, Norwegian musician, composer, poet and comedian. December 25 – Euro James Brown, American singer. December 26 – Euro Gerald R. Ford, American politician who served as 40th Vice President of the United States and the 38th President of the United States. December 29 – Euro Charles Ado Adamati, Ghanaian football player, December 30, Saddam Hussein, 5th President of Iraq, Anthony Lambton, Viscount Lambton, British politician. Nobel Prizes. Chemistry Euro Roger D. Kornberg. Economics Euro Edmund Phelps. Literature Euro Orhan Pamuk. Peace Euro Muhammad Yunus and the Grameen Bank. Physics Euro John C. Mather, and George F. Smoot. Physiology or Medicine Euro Andrew Z. Fire, and Craig C. Mello. In fiction. References